Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. I made these angle shaped pockets and I thought these would be great for your long tags or longer note cards. You can even fit in here some or a thin mini journal or booklet or anything you want. And so these angle shaped pockets were these pockets that I had come across. I went and had coffee at our local cafe in our little town. And so when my husband and I were down there, they had these pockets, and it's from a cafe called Moses Barnes. And it's a lovely little cafe. And they use these to hold the napkin and the cutlery inside. So I thought I'm going to take these home, and I thought these would be so good to use for my papers, and I wanted to recreate these similar style pockets. And so I did make them, and these were the ones that I made, and I used a 6x6 paper, double-sided paper, and they just turned out really lovely. And I thought I'm going to use these ones and I'm going to alter it, or I'm just going to collage it and add some of my digital papers and cover this up, and then I will use this as like a floating pocket in a journal. And I can add some tags in here or other bits and pieces. I could even have it this way, and you can tuck your ephemera pieces or whatever you like this way. And I just thought I'd recreate this one using this angles shaped pockets, and I just think they're great. And I'm going to show you how I made these if you wanted to make these as well with your 6x6 papers. But I also made, you can also make these in different size papers that you like. I also made some using book pages. So these are a nicer, a wider and bigger and a deeper pocket, and you can see it will hold quite a few things inside. So if you have book pages, or if you are a junk journaler or like making junk journal projects, you can use them with any book pages, music sheets, magazines, anything you want to use. You can make these same pockets. And I think this is like craft paper that they use for that. And the papers that I used for these two is a 6x6 paper pad by Die Cuts with a View called Bella and Bloom. And it's beautiful papers with just great for all season projects. So these pockets were with this paper, and this one here is from a different paper pad, but I just wanted to show you the different sizes. So this one here I cut a 4x6 paper, and this one is a 4x3 in height size paper, and the folding is exactly the same way, it's just different size papers. So I'm going to make it with a 6x6 paper, and I'm just going to show you how you can make it in both ways. And another way, you could add another pocket without wasting your paper, that the leftover pieces that you cut out. So I'm going to grab my 6x6 paper, and I did use double-sided paper because I wanted to be able to see another pattern on the back part, but you can use single-sided printed paper as well. It will still look nice. So I'm going to make one with the angle going this way in case you want it this way, and then I'll make another one going that way just so you can see how to make it both ways. I'll just grab a scoring tool. And so what we'll do here, if you want your angle going on the right side, whatever is your cover, you have that facing down, and I'm going to score it at 1/4 inch, and then 3 1/8 inch. It's just the little mark after the 3-inch mark, so it's just that little mark just there. And then I'm going to turn it around this way, and this will be the bottom part. So if you've got directional paper, just have a look which way your paper is going, because you want to score it at the bottom part of your pocket. And I'm going to score that at 1/2 inch. So that's the score lines. And what we'll do first, I'm going to remove this little piece here, and I'm just going to cut that out and remove that. And then I'm just going to go in that way. And then over here, we'll remove this little piece here as well. So I'm just going to go in, and then I'm just going to go like that. I'm going to show you a quicker way to make this as well without the scoreboard. So there is a quick way, but I wanted to do it with the measurements. And then what we're going to do, I'm just going to fold this up just for now. And I'm going to turn this, what I might do is, yeah, so I'm going to fold this up this way. So now you can see that will be the height of your pocket. And then on this side here, you're just going to cut up to about 1/2 inch away from that score line. And I kind of went down about 2 inches where I'm going to create my cut. And then you can just go ahead and cut. So you just sort of eyeball it wherever you like. And I'm just going to go like that. So if you're happy with that, you're going to then just fold this piece in. And then we'll fold this back. And that should all line up along the edge. And this paper is actually a little bit more than 6 inches, just a bit. You can see he's hanging off. I'm just going to trim that shortly. So you have your pocket, and then this part here will just get wrapped to the back like that. And then we'll just go ahead now and we'll glue this little side folded bit. So just glue that down. And then I'm just going to go to the back and glue this part. And there is your angle-shaped pocket for your tags or whatever you want to use it for. Hopefully I can get a nice straight cut. So there's your pocket, and then you can add your tags, your booklets, because there's a nice wide opening. So that one's done. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this same piece as my template when I make my next pocket. So then all my angle cuts are all the same. So I'm just going to put that to the side, and I'll make another one with the pocket going on the left side. And then I'll make another one with a book page without the scoreboard, so you can see how quickly it is you can make these as well without the scoreboard. But I just want to make one more because I think these are just so much fun to make. And so what I'm going to do with this one, because I'm going to have the pocket this way, I'm going to have the cover facing up this time. And I'm going to do the same score lines at 1/4 inch, 3 1/8 inch, and then I'm going to turn it around this way. So this will be the bottom part, and I'll score that at 1/2 inch. And then I will remove this piece here. And then what I'll also do is I'm going to show you what else you could do with a pocket without wasting the little extra piece of your papers. So I'm just going to do the same and angle cut that and do that. And I'm going to fold this piece up. The reason why I do that is just to help me, give me a guide as how far deep I like to create my pocket. So it just helps me look at the distance. And now I'm just going to use this piece that I cut out as my template. So you can see that's the score line. So I'm just going to grab this. So the score line, so I'm going to go, actually, so it's going to go this way. So I'm going to have it facing back. So that score line, I'll have it lined up with that score line and just put it up like that. And then I'm just going to follow that guide and do my best to do a nice straight cut, or you can use your paper trimmer. So you can see that should be the same angle shape. So I've just folded all the bits and pieces, and I'm just going to glue that. And then I just have to remove this little piece. It's bothering me. Some 6x6 paper pads aren't exactly 6x6. Sometimes there's a little bit extra or a little bit less paper, I find. So there is my other pocket that I made with the opening on the left side. I mean, how sweet do they look? They look so good. And then if you have a organizer or a planner with binder rings, you can punch your hole using your hole punch, and then you can add these into your organizers, and then slide them into your binder rings, and you'll have an extra pocket in your planner organizer folders. So that's those ones. And so what you can also do with these little leftover pieces, you can add another pocket to the front like that. Then you'll have yourself another tuck pocket here. And if you've got double-sided paper, you can decide you can have it going this way and then have one on this side. So you know what, I will add one of these now. So you see this part here where there is a score, I'm actually going to use that and not cut that out. All I'm going to do, I'm actually going to have it with the opposite pattern on this side, and I'm going to just go this way and go and cut that like that. And I'm going to cut this side off a little bit, so that's how I've got the little piece. I'm going to fold this back, and that'll just give me a little bit like of a gusset opening. So if I want to add some bulky embellishments or tags, there's a bit of room there. And I'm just going to place that on like that. So let me glue that, so I'm not wasting the extra little piece. And I've got myself a little extra little tuck pocket. I mean, you can even go that way. You just choose which way you'd like to place it if you wanted to add this on. And I think that just looks really sweet. And you can even have it on this side, so you can have it that way. And then where's that little extra piece that I had for that one? So you can have your pocket sideways, and then you can have this on this side. I'll turn it this way so you can see the other pattern. So you've got that little extra piece, you can just fold that back. I'll just cut that out again like I've done with the other one. So I'll just angle cut those, folding that back. And you can have it on this side. And then you've got your pocket there, and then you have another tuck pocket on this side. Like that. So that's another way. I didn't have it that way because that's gone the wrong way. So if you have it that way, you'll have this piece. I'll just gently remove this just so you could see. You can have it that way, and then have a double pocket that way. So you've got a little extra piece to play around with and place it where you like. And I just think really easy, lovely papers. And if you also wanted to, you've got this little piece. I just had a thought in my mind just now. I don't know, I just don't like wasting papers for some reason. I'm gonna, let me see, I'm going to just cut that out. I'm gonna fold this in half. I'm not even sure how this is gonna look, but I think it might look okay. I'm going to cut that in half. And tell me what you think. Do you reckon this would look funny? I think it might look okay. So I've just folded that in half again. And I think, you could probably add that up here, for example. And you've got a little extra loop. You can add some dangles or add some little pieces that you may want to hang through the loop here to decorate your pocket. So I'm going to just do that. I haven't got anything that I could dangle off there, but just something a little extra just to decorate your pocket a bit. So I'm just going to slide that in there like that. Just place it in the corner. Then you've got this little opening in there, and then you can just thread some string. You can add some ribbon and tie a little bow and add some extra little clusters of fabric. So that's another way to do that. And you've got this extra piece for your pocket here, so nothing gets wasted. So that's another great way to do that. So now with the book pages, just to make them really quick without the scoreboard, without fussing with measuring, it's even quicker just free folding without any measuring. So I'm just going to grab this large one so you can see how we're going to make it. So whatever size papers you want, just like these ones, you can do them exactly the same way. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on the left side or the right side, whichever side you want to make your angle pocket. I'm just going to fold it over just like that. You can fold it however, this is probably about 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to fold this side up. And I like to have the torn part on the top. I think that will just give the pocket a bit of character and a more tattered look. So that's that part. So I'm just going to fold this back over, and then this side I'm going to bring it over and just line it up with this edge, so everything will line up nicely when I cut it. Open everything up, and then we do it exactly the same way, removing this little piece. And the little piece here, the little square piece, I'm going to fold this up just so I can see the depth of my pocket. And then this part here is where I'm going to create the angle cut. And I might just go about here. And stop about there. And then I'll just fold that in, have a look. If I'm happy with the depth of the angle, then I can start gluing. If I wanted to go a little bit lower, which I think I will just go down a little bit more. I kind of want a more of a deeper angle pocket. And then I'm just going to go into about there. I think I'm happy with that. So I'm happy with that now. So that is my pocket there. And now I'll just glue this down. And glue the bottom part, and there is my angle shaped pocket. I put so much stuff in here. Look at these pockets I can just put in here, and then you can just gift this, and then you've got all of these lovely pockets and whatever you like, so much space in there. You can even add this into a journal page. Again, you can have it that way. So just a fun little pocket idea, inspired by these what are they called, napkin and cutlery holders from our local cafe. And yeah, so just a quick little project for you if you want to make something, make some more pockets with your 6x6 papers or your papers scraps. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.